And what we have is a sort of like a spreadsheet or a database with everybody's names on it, what they're studying, what they want to learn. So for instance, when they sign up they say, oh well, I can speak Mandarin and English, and I don't mind teaching somebody Mandarin or English, but I kind of want to learn Spanish. So they will find somebody who maybe wants to improve their English and can teach them Spanish, and vice versa. So it's just a language exchange. It's very informal. It's nothing, there's no tests or no exams. It's not like a classroom environment.
Usually they have sort of a set of activities where you're able to swap a language. It's actually having the event. I think that is very, very positive. And the originality of having a tongue swap. What's bad about it, I think, is that the atrium is not fully integrated. It's always a tree forest, whereas they could do more activities as well here at the atrium.
If you walk through the university, just from one end to the other end, think about how many people that you meet and how many languages you'll hear from one end of the university to the other end of the university. Because there's that many international students and home students and people from all over the world that speak different languages just in our little campus. And for me, I can't understand what they're saying. I want to know, I'm intrigued to know what they're saying. And there's almost not a barrier, but people see languages as a barrier, I can't, their English isn't very good, I can't speak to them. Well, maybe you can talk to them in their language and learn a few things. The main thing is about socialising and breaking down barriers.
For me, actually, it was quite good experience because though I speak Bangla as my mother tongue, but I was actually good in my Hindi, and also because I have actually stayed in some other places, and also I was quite pretty good in English. So it helped me to make friends and to know everyone very well. And also I have actually attended Welsh for Adults Center to learn Welsh a bit. So in a way I was pretty much enjoying everything because I knew the community, I knew the environment, and in a way I knew the language. So it was very good for me to communicate with everyone, and everyone was very surprised that I knew too many languages as well. So it was really good experience for me as a student and as a researcher as well.
It is a common conception or perception around the world that to link the language with the ethnicity, but it's not always the same case. Not in all places or all countries people have the rights to express their visions or views, or even practice their mother language in open places. And I come from Bangladesh, and in 1952 we had a sad event when the then ruler decided the state language for the whole country, which was at that time East Pakistan, would have been Urdu. And people, or especially students like you and me, did not actually like the idea, because they did not want to study something as a state language which is not actually a common language for the most of the people in the country. So they made protests, and there were fire open, and people died. A large number of youth died that day and lost lives. And as a result, we have been celebrating, or not celebrating, observing that day as a mourning day for the last 50 odd years. In 1999, United Nations and one of its agencies, UNESCO, decided to celebrate that day as an International Mother Language Day. We will start with the Welsh Language Center here in the university, and their representatives will come and talk about Welsh language and how they actually became in today's position, because you know that languages go through lots of transition and transformation. And that will be followed by even speeches or talks by native speakers from different languages. There will be short films, 3 short films within 3 hours of time, and those will be from different languages. So please do come and join us and tell us something about your culture and something about your languages, because at the end of the day, that's what your identity is. your culture, your background, your heritage.